Welcome to WWP Clips. This is the official Clips channel for We Want Picks. We will be uploading our individual fight breakdown videos here, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. And as always, go to wewantpicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. Next up at UFC Long Island, we have the People's main event. This is the main event, similar to UFC 276, where everybody said Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira should be the main event. Like, that was the fight everybody's excited for. Very similar situation here, right? Ricky Simón versus Jack Shore. This should be the big dog fight, not the main card, not the main event, but certainly on the main card. We got Ricky Simón at 19-3 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak and coming off a KO win. Jack Shore 16-0, 5-0 in his last 5, obviously, and he's coming off a great win over a really tough Timur Valiev. And Ricky Simón, it's Simón, it's not Simon. Listen, I've done so much research on these peoples and their names. I hate when I hear people mispronounce names.
I can't
just
stand
brings
either.
disgust.
Jangelo.
It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Ricky Simón, you know what's funny? In my notes,
Bodidi.
I write Simón.
Has anyone ever called you Bodidi?
I've been called everything, mostly favorable things.
Say everything.
But anyway, before I jump,
bitch, pussy.
My notes where I write their names, it says Ricky Simone, Simón, so I don't say Simon by accident.
There you go.
Ricky Simón. He's a high-energy wrestling beast. The guy is just going to dive at leg after leg with 100% energy, and he is not going to stop. He'll get the takedowns. If you get up, he's just going to do it again. Just literally non-stop. And potentially, he'll get a submission in there. He's a solid grappler on top of his wrestling. His biggest asset is certainly his gas tank and his willingness to stick to a game plan. He's not a technical striker, but it is there to set up his takedowns, and he was able to showcase his power against the Sun Tzu in his last fight. He can be hittable, but so far his chin has held up. Jack Shore is a very good grappler who likes to move forward, and he's constantly looking for his own takedowns. Both wrestling and striking are similar come-forward, busy styles. He also has a surprisingly fast kicks for a grappler. It's always funny seeing these grapplers with really solid kicks, but he is one of them. And while he remains undefeated, he is coming off a close win over Timur Valiev, where he only went 3 for 7 on his takedowns, and he was taken down twice himself. And I'm torn on this fight. I really am. Both of these guys are very good grapplers and lately have shown some solid striking as well. Simón, with an E, is coming off the KO win over Rafael Assunção, who is a little past his prime, but that's a tried and true veteran. And Jack Shore dropped Timur Valiev twice in his last fight. And right now, these odds have Jack Shore as a pretty good-sized favorite. I personally think this is a razor-thin fight. This should be a pick'em. I am surprised at these odds. I honestly think I like Ricky Simón here. If you dig into their wins, I think Ricky has the better wins over the higher quality opponents. 2 wins that stand out to me. One is over Merab Dvalishvili, and the other is over Rani Yahya. In the Merab fight, Ricky was taken down 6 times, but he gave up less than 3 minutes of control time, and he was able to defend 16 takedowns. So if you think Jack Shore is going to come in here, take him down over and over, no issues, no problems, well, Dvalishvili had some issues there. And the other win is Rani Yahya. He had 4 takedowns of his own, 2 knockdowns, 2 10-8 rounds against very dangerous vets. So Jack Shore's very good. He's coming off a great win, but I think Ricky Simón's pressure, experience, and pace will be the difference here. I like Ricky Simón. What the hell are you doing?
Go ahead.
Why are you sitting like that? Very annoying. Jesus, Mary. You're doing that. I thought somebody donated like $100 because you're doing.
I was doing this because of your pick. I was flabbergasted.
What an absolute buffoon. Ricky Simón's the pick. I think the bet here, though, is a +3.5. If you don't know what that is, we buy a round on the judge's scorecard. I absolutely think Ricky Simón can win a round. Absolutely. If he can get his wrestling off first, he can win a round, and that's all I need him to do is go out there in real life, win 1 round. I'll buy 1 round on the judge's scorecard through the bookie, and I'll get paid. So I don't know what those odds are, but I'm probably going to jump on that. You're only going to get that by a round bet if you go to weonpicks.com/bets. BetOnline is the one partner that offers it. I'm probably going to jump on that, make some money. If you guys want to follow, we'll send you $50 as a thank you. And I just saw in the comments, Wendy Willis said the plus 3.5 is minus 200. That's honestly not terrible. All he has to do is win one single round. What do you think, Jakey? But you people are obsessed with Jack Shore, by the way. This is so annoying. What do you think?
Well, hopefully I'm the voice of reason here, because Angela, you can tell me if I'm wrong. There's nobody that loves Ricky Simone more than me. Ricky Simone is my fucking dude. I love Ricky Simone. Watch all our breakdowns, past breakdowns for Ricky Simone. Ricky Simone is my dude. The guy is relentless. He is a little cannonball that just runs across, doesn't give a fuck, is going to get either takedowns or throw bombs and just does not care. And in this matchup, I honestly think, I don't disagree with the Ricky Simone pick. Here's how it's going to play out. He cannot beat Jack Shore for 3 rounds. You cannot beat Jack Shore for 3. I mean, he's not going to win a decision versus Jack Shore. I just don't see that path in my mind at all. Jack Shore is just too well-rounded and too good everywhere. Maybe he gets a takedown here. Maybe he wins your bet. He wins the round, whatever. You're not going to win a decision versus Jack Shore. He's just too good. He's too patient. He's too technical. He's just too good everywhere to win a decision versus Jack Shore. So if you're Ricky Simone in this fight and you have the energy, the power, I think you sell out round 1. I honestly think you come in, you sell out round 1, take it as a 1-round fight. You try to bait him into an absolute war and try to get him out of there the first round, because I don't see a world, except for maybe Uranus, where Ricky Simone is able to win a decision versus Jack Shore. I think he's probably going to have to find a finish, and his best opportunity is to just go across and try to overwhelm him early. And I love Ricky Simone. And I think if he does that, there is that path where he maybe baits him into war, finds that opportunity. But Jack Shore, he's so good with his counter striking. He's so good with his counter wrestling in his scrambles. He's good with his jiu-jitsu, his opportunistic jiu-jitsu, that, I just don't see. Ricky's my dude, and I love Ricky. I just think it's a bad matchup. I think it's good that he's getting this next step and this next level of competition, and he's going to learn from this. I just don't see a world other than like a weird knockout or something where Ricky Simone can beat Jack Shore. He's just so good. He should see everything coming his way as far as the striking, the takedowns. The guy is very, very good, man. There's a reason why he's an undefeated fighter. I'm glad that the odds do show some respect for Ricky. When I saw this matchup, I thought that Jack Shore was going to be like a minus 250, a minus 200. So the odds makers are showing some respect for Ricky Simone, but I mean, this is a Jack Shore play all the way, unfortunately for Ricky.
Yeah, listen, I think Jack Shore is very good. I see people in the comments saying, Angelo, no, I think he's very, very good. But this is grappler versus grappler, straight up. And I think Ricky will be first to engage the grappling. I think, like you said, he's going to bomb and dive at legs. He doesn't care. And the win that Ricky had over Merab Dvalishvili is what helped me with this pick, because Merab took him down 6 times. Ricky defended 16 other takedowns. And if Jack Shore comes out here with that same game plan, Ricky could have that same success. Yeah, take him down a few times. But he doesn't accept the takedown. He just pops right back up. And name an incredible wrestler that Jack Shore beat.
Well, his
you
last
can't.
fight, he beat him.
He hasn't.
Well, Timur
Valiev didn't really wrestle in that. And he didn't really wrestle in that fight.
Because he knew he couldn't wrestle. He took down Jack, I think, a couple times, but I think that he knew that he was going to lose there, and he did. He lost some scrambles, and he lost some positions because of that. I see Ricky maybe getting a couple takedowns, but Jack is so good in scrambles and finding a way to come out on top of every single position that I just don't see. But I will say, first of all, this should be the fact that this, I don't even know if it's the feature prelim, is the most, I tweeted it, it's gotten like 400 likes or something. Jack Shore's dad actually retweeted it because I said it's the most disrespectful. This should either open up the main card or be the co-main. Super, super disrespectful for both these guys that this is on the prelims at all.
No, I agree with you. I'm absolutely looking forward to this fight. I hope it's either a war or a mauling by one of them. Right? I hope it's an absolute drag him out war, or if Jack Shore wins, I hope he destroys Ricky so that we can be like, holy crap, Jack Shore's the real deal. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I know
no,
a lot of
I
you
agree
people
with
feel
that.
that way already, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of you people feel that way, and I think Jack Shore is very good as well, but it's grappler versus grappler, and just look at the stats.
Yeah, and I wouldn't
look at
mind.
their
I mean,
fights.
I wouldn't mind being wrong on this.
Ricky
because
wastes
Ricky's
no time grappling.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being wrong. This is one of those fights where I'll definitely be, when the fight starts, I'm going to be rooting for Ricky 100%. I love that dude. Love that dude.
And Ricky wastes zero time. Zero. He just will start grappling immediately. So I think that's the difference here, right? Grappler versus grappler. It might end up a weird striking match, or it might just be whoever takes the first shot's going to win that fight.
I think you turned the chat too. There's a lot of people now saying, yeah, I think it's probably close. Jack Shore hasn't fought anyone.
They're coming out to defend me because everybody else was a hater. Anyway, $7,800, $8,400. I think there's real value on Ricky Simón. We're talking 5 points per takedown in DraftKings. 5 points per takedown in DraftKings. He's going to get some. He's not going to get shut out in takedowns. That's for sure. Especially if you think Ricky wins this fight. I think $7,800 is great value. I also think $8,400 is great value. Everybody that thinks Jack Shore is going to literally, you guys are writing, mop the floor with Ricky Simón. And this might look like last week's Kakhramonov versus Ronnie Lawrence fight. That is possible. That it looks like that.
Wasn't that somebody's lock of the week? Didn't somebody say Kakhramonov was like a lock?
It might be. You know how like grocery stores have special people bagging groceries? We do that here with picks. I allow my special friend to come on here and make picks, and sometimes he says the right things, and sometimes he licks the window.
Are you schizophrenic?
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You have a special friend? Do you have a pet rock?
I don't even know this. Okay. The Monkey Knife Fight strike line. The Monkey Knife Fight strike line, 60 to 87. I'm not 100% positive what to do with this strike line. I'm sure I will get nothing meaningful out of you. So, it may be
Jack Shore is in my DraftKings, just so you know. Yeah.
He's phenomenal. They're both great. This is a great price point for both of these guys. Phenomenal price point.
I agree
for both of them. Whoever wins is gonna be worth the money. Absolutely. I don't know what to do with the Monkey Knife Fight strike line, guys. I don't know what to do. You guys, let me know what you think. If they're gonna land more or less than the strikes you see on the screen. And I mentioned I'm probably gonna be doing that plus 3.5 bet on Ricky. You like more. The problem is if there is that much grappling, I don't know when their hands are gonna be hitting. That's my only concern with the more.
I mean, this could be a wrestler where they just strike the whole time. Jack Shore is comfortable with striking. I know Ricky will throw some heat as well. So maybe these guys just kind of it's like one takedown each per round, but then they just get after it with the hands.
Yeah, it'll be a fun fight. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. And Jack Shore is very good. People, it's so funny, man. You make a pick and everyone's like, "You're an idiot. How could you?" It's like, dude, I gotta pick a side. I gave you my logic.
Yeah, and Jack Shore is one of those typical guys that never looks like he's like super dominant, but he just keeps on winning, man. So he's one of those guys I can see when you watch him, you're like, this guy's undefeated, but he just keeps winning.